Hello everyone, welcome back to the last 13 spooky reviews in 13 spooky days. Anyway, I did really enjoy these. If you guys want more daily uploads, I may start doing reviews every day. But that is asking a lot because I have a schedule to follow and sometimes stop motions will take longer. By the way, I'm working on a stop motion movie, which if you ever commented on one of these videos, will include your name. Some of it's really hard to incorporate, so if it seems really like it's just sort of shoved in and like really not working out. By the way, for its Daddy's Toys Forever, now at the 14th Prime, I created the stop motion before you even changed your name. It's about the 14th Prime coming, and it's what I've done so far. I think it's pretty good. I've only done like the first 10 minutes of it. It's gonna be maybe 20 minutes of a stop motion. I still have to wait for two figures to come on in, and then I can finish it. And that will be a good stop motion. I'm going to hope for that to be at the end of the year, before New Year's Eve. I'm hoping to get it out before then. And if I don't, well, I'm going to have to post it after that. Anyway, this is the last figure that I'm going to review for the 13 spooky days and 13 spooky reviews and 13 spooky days. This is Spawn. Very nicely done figure. The red is much darker. I don't know if my camera is making it look lighter. It's much darker. So I've had this figure for a long time, ever since I was a kid. Basically, my cousin, he knows who he is. Hey. He knows who he is. He subscribed to my channel a long time ago. But he gave me all of his old figures, so I have his Beast Wars figures, some of his action figures, including this guy, and some of his other crappy action figures that he didn't want to keep. Maybe if he comes back into town, I'll make him do an action figure review, because he has a lot, and I want to show him. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a figure that I haven't done, make him see it. I may just do that with, like, you guys recommend me an action figure, I'll buy him, and then I'll see if it's actually a good figure up to my standards. I mean, that would be kind of fun, right? Don't you think so? If you think that's fun, leave it in the comments. So anyway, today is Halloween. My suit is basically the Daredevil from Defenders, so I have a bunch of cloth wrapped around my eyes, but there's holes in each one of them except for the front one, which has the actual fabric, so I can still see out of it. Pretty nice costume. Not gonna lie, and not gonna show you. Anyway, so this is Spawn. If you don't know who Spawn is, basically he's a guy who decided that he needs to make a deal with the devil because basically when he was at war and when he died, his wife had moved on, but he didn't know and he wanted to see his wife and his son, so he made a deal with the devil to basically become the devil. And this is the version that I don't like because this is the version without his giant cape, which, he's iconic for that because that's what he uses to fight sometimes. Like, if you've ever seen the old movie, which is sort of bad, but it still holds up to standards, I think, for being a Spawn movie. Basically, it wraps around him, and, like, when people shoot bullets at him, it doesn't, work. And I made a minifigure of Spawn, and that one obviously has a bigger cape because that's more important to me than the actual figure. Anyway, I do like that there is a molded skull on. It's not just painted. I've had this figure for a long time, so I don't have any of his weapons that he came with. I don't have any of the stickers that he had on him. I don't have any of it. So, if you like this figure, just know you're going to get a whole lot more. If you're going to get a whole lot more. And that's probably a good thing because McFarlane Toys, even though they have really less articulated action figures, they have amazing dioramas, I don't know what to say. Like sets and stuff and like little effects pieces and guns and all that stuff. They come with a lot of those. So if you enjoy figures that have a lot of weapons, I saw this Spawn at Warp 9. Gonna talk about them a lot. They're my local comic book store and they're nice to me. Anyway, so articulation wise, pretty simple. Rotation at the head. Usual. Sorry, my voice kind of still hurts. Thank you, Just for Fun Studios, being so nice and being like, oh, I hope you get better. He's a nice guy. Anyway, you rotate the arm, 360. The shoulder can rotate that high without you moving this piece, but I luckily broke it, so he can move it all day long. Yeah, this figure is pretty old, so I've broken him a lot. And he still holds up. That's a pretty good figure in my collection. Anyway, he has a hinge and a bend, so 90-degree. Yeah, really, this is a... You can see that this isn't a really good articulated action figure. But you can get kind of, like, poses in a bar where he's, like, sitting and then he's like, attack! I don't know. Maybe I'll do a stop motion with him someday. I'm working on a Hellboy stop motion, but that's not going to come out till maybe next Halloween. Because I still need some more figures. That's the problem with sometimes if you collect a certain line, and then you're like, oh, I should do stop motions. You have 20 Optimus Primes, and then you have 3 Megatrons and 1 Hound, and Hound is going to be the main character of your series. Like, you didn't need variety. So thank you all for watching these 13 spooky reviews. I'm not done with this guy, but thank you so much for watching. I've had an entirely fun time doing it, even when I had to review my giant Makuta, who takes up 3/4 of my set, which is just the place near my window. So yeah, this figure, is he good enough to buy if you don't know who Spawn is? I think no. He's not good enough to buy unless you love Spawn, or you get him passed down to you. I do love Spawn, so this is an easy figure for me to just love and appreciate because I love Spawn. So if you love this character, or Punisher or something, or any of the figures I reviewed, and you want one, you don't gotta buy every figure. That's what some people forget. Like, they're like, oh, I love Sentinel Prime. I don't have any in my collection. I'm like, why? Do you really like him, or do you just not? You can, if you don't know who he is, just pass on him. Just pass. Just pass. And that's why if I didn't know who Green Lantern was, I wouldn't buy another action figure of him, because I don't like him. I don't know who he is. But I do think that this is pretty fantastic. Look for Spawn, because I've seen a lot of bad Spawns my day. But I've seen a lot of bad Spawns that have not good articulation and sort of look like this. So getting a figure that's this and has decent enough articulation, more than 5, which I appreciate, I'm going to say it's perfect. Well, not perfect, good. By the way, please make a new Spawn action figure. I need one. They haven't made one in forever. They're making a new Hellboy figure, but they're not making a new Spawn. Please make a new Spawn. Please make a new Spawn. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've had an entirely fun time shooting these videos, even though some of them feel like, hey, I just found a random figure in my collection, and I said, yes, this is spooky. But Batman, I was expecting that he was going to be a pretty big costume for kids to dress up as, because Batman usually is. Same with Iron Man, and, if you do find any Thanos, I've been waiting to see if there's a Thanos going to come to my house. If so, I'm going to make him snap. Just to see. So thank you all for watching. I'm Rodimus2099 saying see ya, peace out, and thank you for watching these 13 reviews, and also have a happy Halloween, and get lots of candy. Even if you're like in 8th grade, that's fine. Just go trick or treating. I feel like you should stop when you're in college, bitch. That's just because you're in college. Actually, at my house, we give King Stars candy bars to the big kids. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm Rodimus2099 saying thank you for watching these 13 spooky reviews. If you have enjoyed them, tell me if you did. Maybe I'll do some of them with this, like, around Christmas, except just 13 reviews. Not gonna make them Christmassy. Not at all. No way. Thank you for watching. Anyway, see ya. Peace. Outro. Still need to come up with an outro for me. Anyway, see you guys.